changed the law. That's how far they went. They changed the law to allow a company named the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation that has nothing to do with Jamaica. The name itself was a deceptive name.
Exactly.
It had nothing
to do. Either. It's not
exactly.
It's a foundation.
It's not quite. It's a debt collecting agency, right? That's what they name it, and let people to believe that it was some magical place that come to help. It was not here to help. It was here to pick up the pieces of the destruction that they caused.
Think that they didn't keep the records of what they passed over. They don't even know what they gave to Jamaica development.
Deliberate again, ma'am. Deliberate again. Not by accident.
There was a gentleman who contacted me, his daughter actually. The daughter is living in Canada and the father is living in Florida now. And they used to export ackee from Jamaica to the States. Then the father migrated to Florida and started another company up here. And while he was up here, his neighbor in Jamaica, he had left years before and left his house locked up. I think it is in St. Elizabeth, and I don't remember quite well. But his friend, his neighbor, called him one day and asked him, how come you never tell me, say, yeah, sell your house? Because it's a beautiful house. It's a 6-story house. Yeah, it's down there. And he said to him, what are you talking about? I'm not selling my house. He said, what do you mean you're not selling your house? But Mr. people come looking at it now. These people look and then all of a sudden Mr. people so he decided he hired, the same Lord Gifford attorney company there. He had his daughter, Lord Gifford's daughter is running it now. So he wrote them a letter to ask them to investigate, what is happening with this property, because own money or anything from it and what are going to do, as I said. Would you believe they wrote a letter to Jamaica Redevelopment?
Somebody have a fan going on in the background?
Not me, I don't know. Yes, they wrote a letter, the attorney company wrote the letter to Jamaica Redevelopment and the response. Now, do you know, anybody here know if there is a statute of limitation on land? Can you have a statute of limitation on a land? Because when we wrote to Jamaica Redevelopment, the response they got was that house has been sold since 2009 or something like that, and the statute of limitation has run out. So all the documents, none of the documents are no longer available. Is that possible?
Miss Buzz.
Yeah.
I don't understand now. Oh, our government could have allowed it. I'm seeing here now that you said that because there was a businessman, an haulage contractor, who paid off his debt. I was told when Jocelyn took over the debt from NCB, was told that he owed 1.7 million. And the man is sure that he paid off his debt, But what happened now? You said that that there are at least you know of at least three other entrepreneurs who could produce documented evidence that their titles were forged and loan taken out in their name. You also alleged that the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation refused to give a statement of account. So they could say you owe 10 million because you don't have any statement, Exactly. It's what they tell you have to pay. What could go so? The government allow that?
Exactly, and the government didn't keep any documentation, not the copies of all the documents that went to Jamaica Redevelopment.
You're at the mercy. The people, Jamaicans, are at the borough, at the mercy of Jocelyn. You could just say, well, you owe 15 million, you owe 20 million.
Exactly.
Marky.
Uh-huh.
Marky.
Yeah. Yes.
And those on the live, I want to put forward a question for your perusal. And Chuck has a very inquiring mind, so in particular, Chuck, let me ask that question. If you have a lawyer as an advisor in any situation, and something as egregious as this, that a lawyer would normally spot, and the lawyer's specialty in this particular case is in real estate, and they did not spot something like this, what would you be left to believe? Wouldn't it be more than likely be deliberate?
Okay. Joshua, they made it look here. They made the thing so chaotic that nothing can point back to them. Because the whole situation is messy and chaotic, you know. So it's hard to pick them up in it.
You still didn't ask. You still didn't answer the question. I get
Yeah,
what you're
That's
saying.
right. That's right. It's malpractice. It's malpractice and the lawyers end. This is malpractice.
The most part of it.
So two very good answers. You're correct, gentlemen. I believe you are correct. You know, because this is your area of specialty. You know, you are an advisor to the government in financial matters, and here are things involving properties, and you understand the value of having a paper trail, and you made sure that there was no paper trail, and you didn't defend the rights of the parties involved.
Yeah, but what can go, Sir Joshua? As Miss Boss was saying, they refuse to give the borrower a statement of account, a foreign company.
No,
And another thing that hurts about the deal, you know, another thing that as a Jamaican, this part it cut me deep, you know, is that when they took away the person's property, you know, have them stockpile, you know, a group, this is before Jocelyn came in, you know, a group of Jamaican businessmen, farmer victim, offered them 50 cents on the dollar for the debt. We will buy the assets, we'll buy them. Give us back, let us start back our business. And that was refused. And it was then sold to this man for 10 cents on the dollar.
Because
So
two
you
black to succeed, the
refuse
white man must get
50
it, but the black man must succeed.
You refuse 50 cents and then sell it for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Because the white man must succeed and the black man mustn't succeed, and it's under the advice of a white man.
Now you see why them a question how Andrew Jonas make money. You know supposed to have the wrong color skin.
Yes, too black to
Me
succeed.
tell everybody, you know, why me I tell them so go find the book. It is called Too Black to Succeed. Find it and read it. If you're not interested, find the book and read it. Right? Find that book. It is available on Amazon if you live overseas. It tells the personal story of someone who gone through it with these people, who had to deal with them.
Okay.
Right?
Chuck.
Peter.
Miss B say excerpts from the inquiry she gave to what's her name? How the book was written. But also Mrs. B have a web as the whole time when we missed her, she was working on a website, you know. She have a website now, you know, Chuck.
You have a website? No, send me that website, man. Give me that website.
Go send it to you.
Not send it to you, Chucky.
Yes, man. Yes, man. I say this is something, Bridging. This is a matter that is personal because of these very same people fight back in this country. And what we see now, we see them have a company, you know, that is going underwater because they're not in government. So when they are not in government, they are no shrewd businessmen, as they would have you believe. When they are not in government, then business struggle. Right? They were able to move in 1994. BB&G barely made $1 million profit. Right? And less than 4 years later, they had assets in excess of nearly 30 billion.
That's how you must do your maths.
The maths is mathsing.
Right. Nah, man, these people don't. And as we say, it's not even, they have not seen it fit to even take responsibility. They not see it fit. Right?
You know
Because
what?
of that to them,
You know
they
what
probably
the
see it as a victimless crime.
But
what I
Chucky,
think the strategy is that they cannot afford for the other party to come in to find out what are going on while we in there. Because when Bruce Golding went in, I understand that a lot, no, not when JP got in after Portia Simpson. I understand that a lot of the documents were shredded, especially at the Ministry of Finance.
that is true.
Yeah,
That
I
is very
remember
true.
that. I
heard
remember
about
that
it.
story, Miss B.
Oh man, they're shredding paper. They shred paper. They were busy shredding papers, man.
Yeah, man. In fact, we got the information that they were doing it the night of the election.
Yes.
You see?
Right. Not only did they shred paper, but it was when the writing was on the wall that they were gonna lose. That they also sell the company. DB&G was sold. On the verge of them losing the election, them sell DB&G. And when they were asked question now, then tell us, oh, we don't own it again, no, we can't talk about it. That was the answer. We don't own it anymore.
What about strategy?
Right? That was the answer. And at them now, a line up, a just and a fight.
But I have a question. I have a question to ask.
Right.
And this question is for the millennial, the Gen X, because I want them to really think long and hard how important it is for us to choose a government that is for everybody. So the question is going to be posed to, and it's going to be more like a question statement to Miss Buzz, based on her lived experience. Is it a case where in the 1990s, because we had TV locking off at 12 o'clock, and so information was not so readily available to the, I don't know why. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I see something come on my screen that my internet is, I don't know, but it doesn't look that way. But yes, so is it a case where because of the 1990s where we didn't have like a social media now, that was the reason why it was so easy for the government of the day to do what they did and got away with it?
Wiz, I've always said that the problem with those times, we were getting our news from Lindos Road and North Street only.
Yes.
Right? And we know where their loyalty lies. Their loyalty is not to the country.
Hey.
Right? And now we are seeing it in run. Right? Information wasn't really readily available as it is today.
And that is the reason why they were able to win the 1997 election even after what they did.
Yep.
And then we also know because the record is there, because the finance minister then actually acknowledged it. He said that they practically saw the election defeat staring them in the face in 2002. And that is the reason why they went to Washington, D.C. and borrowed the money and used $10 billion out of that money to buy back the election. And they said, you know what? As their style, we are going to go back in power and figure it out afterward by taxing the poorest in this country.
Hey. You want Pretty, you want to guys, you want to hear our story? It's not long. Miss Buzz might be think they're familiar with it.
You want?
Huh? No, no. I said an oral story from FINSAC, from the FINSAC inquiry. I think you should be familiar with it.
With what?
You hear me? No, man. There's a story I want. There's something I want to read. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah. There was another horror story from a local entrepreneur yesterday as the Financial Sector Adjustment Company, FINSAC Inquiry, resumed its hearing after being halted in February when retired Judge Justice Boyd Carey was challenged as chairman. Carey was booted as chairman in September. Yesterday, Vera Donaldson told the inquiry that a 1 million loan she guaranteed for her daughter with NCP in 1993 led to the loss of her family home, which was used as a collateral. Donaldson told the inquiry that when the loan went into arrears, she was given assurance through a letter from agents of the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation that she could remain at the house while negotiation and repayment of the debt continued. However, she told the inquiry that in 2009, she received correspondence from JRF that her house was sold and she had to vacate the premises. Me live on street, she told the inquiry, as she struggled to hold back tears. She told the inquiry that after the assurance given by JRF, she had no indication that the premises was up for sale. She was not even privy to the sale price. She told the inquiry, Warwick Bogle and Charles Ross, with retired Justice Anderson Downer observing. All right. Listen this now. According to documents submitted by attorney Alexander Williams, representing Donaldson in April 2008, JRF wrote 2 letters outlining conflicting amounts owing to the company. He said that one letter informed that Donaldson owed $111 million, while the other referred to approximately $15 million owed to the US-based debt collecting company. Williams, who submit that Donaldson house was sold by JRF for $3.9 million, outlined the discrepancies and called into question the accuracy of the debt. How can a loan of $1 million in 1993 become $111 million in 2008? He asked. The inquiry, the inquiry which is being held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel continues today. Can you imagine? After giving the lady assurance that she can stay in the house until they finalize things, somebody must have went to Justin and said, we want that house. And all right, you said the woman, you have 2 conflicting things. The woman borrowed $1 million and said, what paper showing that the woman owed $111 million, and then another one said $15 million. But yet you give the house for $3.9 million. Why you didn't offer that? Give the lady that offer. Said, okay, we're selling back $3.9 million. No, if she wanted the house, she would have to pay $111 million or the $15 million. FINSAC was so messy and it's a array of wickedness, robbery, everything in one. You know?
This boys jump out.
This is the true definition of what you call organized crime. Believe it or not.
Joshua, you borrow $1 million, Joshua, and you say you owe $111 million.
No man, I heard you, man. You know what? You know what we need to investigate, and you know, as soon as the election is done, if this can be referred to the Hague as a war crime. No, crime, no, not war crime, but if it can be referred to the Hague. Hague
Crime
Criminal
and
Court.
humanity,
Because,
man. Humanity. Crime and humanity.
yeah, man. Because it shouldn't just go like that, man. These people must go to prison, man. Them talking about Andrew Wellness must go to prison. Them need to go to prison. And you know, one of the worst thing about this, Scooty,
Yeah.
huh?
I them to go to prison.
Yeah, you know, one of the worst thing about all of this, Scooty,
Yeah.
it's bad enough that they did this, but people in the name of politics go and come out and come defend them. You know, to tell you how wonderful they are.
And them know say that the man them go on with them thing there.
But Joshua,
Yes, sir.
I know, but we want to let the public also know that the government actually issued 2 bonds on the market. I think one is for $11 billion and the other is at over $15 billion for regular persons, regular Jamaicans. Ordinary Jamaicans.
We say.
Yes.
It is a different topic that, man. I understand what you're saying and you're excited about it, but we don't want to mix up the people. Them. It's not everybody
I want to
that's a different thing you're talking about.
I want to put I want to tie it back, I want to tie it back into the PNP 90s, Remember when they were selling government papers, it was only to the collected few.
All right, so here's what I'm suggesting. That after this topic is finished, then we speak of that as a separate topic. It's not everybody who can tie in two different things at the same time and make sense of it. So we have to be careful that we don't overload people with information.
Yeah, but I understand and I take you well. But what I'm saying is the narrative that has been spouting that this government is for the rich. Now we are saying that in the 1990s, the PNP would have run a policy where they sell government papers to the connected rich people in this country.
I get you loud and clear,
No, I know you get it. I understand that. But we still want to let the people know that we have a government that is actually doing similar thing and actually selling it to the poor and actually giving the poorest of the poor an opportunity to real and truly invest in our country.
But we can also mention that another mechanism of these bonds that you're speaking of is that they're also in Jamaican currency. They're not in US. They're in Jamaican currency. Oh, Buzz is back.
By the way, Chucky, you saw the other document that I sent you about the net loss for certain company?
Yeah, man. That's
Miss Chuck, Miss Buzz.
Miss Buzz?
Buzz is back. Give her my one. I soon join you back. When I'm back to come on.
No, man. No. You can give him mine, Squitty, because I have work tomorrow morning. So bring up back Chuck and drop me out. I will drop out.
All right, sir. Respect, yeah?
All
right. Chuck, send back a request. Miss Buzz, I send a request for you. She said her phone died. Come back, Miss Buzz.
I got it.
This year.
Yeah, okay. My phone died, guys. Went down to 0.
Chuck. Yeah.
Why are you watching this wrong way? Phone go red. Phone got the G keeper. You see, I live up to my promise.
What is it?
No, what G keeper did
And we thank you very well, Petal, because I didn't realize when I just came. Yeah, I didn't realize. So my apologies. My apologies, Petal, because I didn't realize when I came on.
Our team are rock, man. We can't make congratulate already for that.
Anytime I make promise, me keep them in. If me can't do a thing, me just tell it straight up so me can't do it now. Go pretend.
Yeah, man. You chip up the whole black and drop.
Remember say a labor right, labor right always fulfill them promise.
The whole black.
You didn't hear what I read? You Miss Buzz?
What? I'm sorry?
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you dropped off when I was reading the article.
Yeah, my phone died, and it had no juice leave. I had to plug it into a fast.
I was reading Vera Donaldson's testimony at the FINSAC inquiry.
It's true. I remember her pretty well.
No.
Pretty well. Yeah.
Borrowed a loan of $1 million.
I think she was a teacher, wasn't she?
It don't say here. It didn't say
I
here.
think she was a teacher, as a matter of fact. Dennis Jocelyn. She had gone to Dennis Jocelyn, and he told her because she had given her service to the country, he would give her time to start paying back, and she can, because of her age, he would allow her to stay in the house. If she died, however, they would have taken it, but they threw her out just the same.
Yes.
After Jason Rudd took over from Jocelyn, after Jocelyn died, they threw her out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what is interesting? I don't understand how this could ever happen in our country. You have no record of the woman loan that he paid back. You have one Jocelyn the informer in one letter that she owed after borrowing 1 million, she owed 111 million, and another one that says she owed approximately 15 million.
Yeah, but they now take into consideration the fact that Dennis Johnson is a foreigner. This is a Jamaican woman who has given service to her country as a teacher, and the government allowed her to go through her own.
Yeah, but and sold the house for $3.9 million. They didn't even offer that to the woman.
You know?
So they,
That's why I would have never voted in Jamaica again. You'd have to kill me. The master people. Sorry.
yeah, but they must have shred paper because there must be documents. It can't be that there can't be that this party 1 million and who 111 million. We know.
You understand why?
And she was paying back money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole heap of life, them people taking a whole heap of Jamaican lives.
And as you said, after Jocelyn told her, okay, we're giving her time and so on, the house just sold without them even saying anything to her.
Because I tell you something, you know, I give credit to Dennis Justin because he did realize the plight of the people. I remember, from what I understand, I invited him to a cocktail party one evening, and he was astonished to see the government ministers having a good time, and they're talking about what happened with the whole FINSAC thing. And he was astonished that the government was acting like this in their own country or with their own people and treating them like this. He was, you know. So probably is one of them too, I don't know.
Is Paul Beswick related to the Beswick at the IC?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But you know, we see what happens because
Who was Paul Beswick?
Huh? He was a lawyer that was defending the government at the FINSAC inquiry.
Oh.
I don't think
He and family.
serves me right. I don't think so. But I don't quote me. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Anyhow,
Okay.
all I can say is it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, but then people are evil, man. Really evil. And let them same people you know are running power. But am I running power for you know? Them shouldn't even exist. They shouldn't exist where running power. After them do so much evil to the country. That's why they go back to make a flag on them platform when they campaign, you know, it's even one flag. But them don't like Jamaica. They hate the country.
No, but you can stop and see. You're a foreigner and you come into them country and this is what them do to them people. What would you think about them? Really?
Mm.
You know? No, it's not. Sorry. But and there's a lot of blood on them hands and I just leave them all to Jesus. His work, not mine.
Mm. Yeah, man. Very true. Alright.
Anyhow.
There's always justice for the oppressed, you know.
Well, we're about to change the topic now. Miss Buzz, we thank you for coming on the platform. And this platform is so available, you can come on it for any time. The open platform, we're in a partial. And we like how you express yourself and explain to the people about what you do, where you go through. And we give thanks for your strength. I will tell you, thank you. Give God thanks to keep you safe and give God strength and your sanity. You could have mad out.
Yeah, just let me know what time when you guys are going on. It's not every night you're on, are you?
Yeah, man, every night we are on. Every night we come on. Same time we late when we come from work. But me on.
Alright. Let me have the link.
My time different enough. I'm on the West Coast, I can.
Okay. Okay.
Every 3 hours behind. And 2 hours behind.
Good, good. Okay, well, we talk again then.
Yeah, man, and thanks for coming on. You hear me, Spurs? Take care of your health. You take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, Miss Bond.
Alright,
And thank you.
alright,
Thank you,
Miss
Mr.
Buzz. Blessings.
Mrs. B, may we talk here? We know for each other.
Alright.
All right. Good night, darling. Have a good night.
Real